So a few weeks ago when I was unboxing this Sony X950G TV, I made note of how the screen had a bit more reflections than I care to see. But I don't think that video properly conveyed what I was seeing, so I figured I would do a screen test. Stick around. Hey guys, it's the Villaman here, home theater enthusiast and all-around tech lover, and on this channel we bring you the tech of entertainment. So we do unboxings, demos, comparisons, tips, as well as real-world reviews to help you find the best devices and get the most out of them. So if you're into that, hit that subscribe button and come along for the ride. So this video will be kind of a different format than the videos I normally make. I just wanted to show you guys exactly what I was seeing, and that involves, taking out the camera and walking throughout the room with it. But what I want to test is the reflectivity of the screen with ambient and bright lights, as well as the backlight performance. Now I wanted to test the backlight in HDR mode, but no matter where I searched, I couldn't find an HDR backlight test video. So I made one. Now you can find a link to the video in the description, but what it basically is a moving bright white object on a black background. So it should be used to count the full array local dimming zones on your TV, as well as seeing how they actually perform. All right, here we go. Alright, first let's look at the TV with the screen off. So as you can see all the reflections and all the light sources in the room. So you can see me, of course, and right here you can actually see a sliver of light coming through the blackout curtains. Now the curtains in the back are blacked out, but the ones on the right hand side and the door, they just have a light diffuser. So you can see all of the reflections of the window through the TV, but it's not as bright as actually looking at the window directly because it's being reflected off a black screen. And this is how the curtains in the back look. Okay, so let's see how it looks with the TV actually turned on now. So it's a good thing the TV gets pretty bright, because now when we have a bright image on the screen, you can't even see the reflections through the windows, and it's just as bright. I adjusted the exposure so you can actually see the picture on the TV properly, but it's just as bright as it was before, outside at least. And as you can see, there is no real sign of reflections on the screen because the image is so bright. In person though, I can see some colored dots being reflected on the screen. I'm not sure if you can see that. Oh, how did I get there? They're very faint in the reflection of the screen though. Now let's see how it looks on a darker scene. In this darker scene, like when the TV was off, you can actually see the reflection of the light sources depending on what's on screen. So because this particular scene is pretty bright, especially the middle part, you can hardly see the lights except for when it becomes darker. You can see it over there. You can also see the backlight a little bit. Let's see how it looks from the side. So this right here is all reflections, and right here also. But if you have a light controlled room, that shouldn't be much of an issue. And if you're sitting directly on, then you can't see much reflections unless you have something behind you like I do here. You can actually maybe even make out the design on my t-shirt, just faintly. And again, you can see my little sign right here being reflected. If you haven't subscribed yet, that's a shameless plug. Of course, it doesn't have to be a very bright scene either, because as you can see here, the light sources are still there, but the reflections are minimal. But they're still there, just very minimal. As far as viewing angles go, there is some contrast loss while you shift out axis. I counted 60 zones using my test. Let me know how much you counted in the comments. So that was the test I had in mind. The anti-reflective coating on the screen is definitely not as good as the 2019 Samsung TVs that I've tested so far. But at the same time, the TV gets bright enough to mitigate those reflection issues, except for maybe in the brightest of rooms. Regardless though, the picture is gorgeous, and if you have a light control room, then this isn't even an issue for you. But I'll be making my thoughts known in the full review that's still upcoming, as well as the gaming demo and the best picture settings video. So stick around for that, make sure to subscribe. If you didn't particularly like this format, then you can let me know in the comments, or you can hit the dislike button. You won't hurt my feelings. Probably. But if you liked it, then make sure to let me know and hit that thumbs up button. Until next time, this has been your friendly neighborhood Villaman saying, peace.